Hello, I'm Nick Arganbright, and in this week's episode of Opposing Roles. Season 2, Episode 11, A Harvest Proposal. A doppelganger is defeated, but larger questions remain. Who is harvesting the organs, and why? Everyone have dice, extra paper, pencils, their character sheets? All right, let's begin.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes.
Let's roll for initiative.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
This season, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons by Wizards of the Coast. Our players this season are...
Isaiah Shellwitz,
Jessica Gibson,
Laura Spires.
I'm Will Scarborough. I am the DM.
And this is Opposing Roles.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
This is Opposing Roles. Season 2, Episode 11, A Harvest Proposal. This is an almost actual play podcast with every season featuring a different RPG game system, sometimes reoccurring, other times brand new. Don't have anything to point out table talk-wise, a section where we discuss inside references or jokes at the table. If you feel we should have said something, please let us know at goodbadgeeky@gmail.com. Support Opposing Roles on Patreon at patreon.com/D4K Studios. Right from day one, $5 gives you early access to all of our podcasts, such as Opposing Roles, The Good, the Bad, and the Geeky, and the magically unauthorized misadventures of Rocky and Boinkle and Friends, plus unreleased audio tracks, archived audio, and more, such as original UTMT Patreon content, archived comics for UTMT, Dribble for Kids, and Tales of the 8th Grade Nothing, including brand new exclusive comics and other projects premiering for our patrons first, and more. For as much content as you have access to, you can cancel at any time after that first payment, and you can come back anytime. Become a patron for just $5 a month and support us by heading over to patreon.com/D4K Studios.
You recognize him as what is known as a doppelganger, or a doppelganger, as it's supposed to be pronounced. Oh, doppelganger.
Or double.
It's French for
ganger of the doppels.
ganger of the doppels. Yes.
But you would know that they tend to live fairly solitary lives. The few accounts of their existence kind of document that. They tend to be either solitary or in a small group.
Jesus.
And you would also know that, at least in one documented case, they served as an ally to a nearby hag.
We pull them into the center of town where everyone's gathered in a night.
Yes, I agree. Let's drag his dead body in front of everyone to show them what we've accomplished.
Ready to announce our victory.
Did they see him? The people who were next to us saw him change before he ran off. Right?
There were in fact witnesses that saw him change.
God.
good memory,
of the
Jeff.
fishing village.
You killed our mascot. What have you done?
Drag him over. Drag.
I have a speech prepared. We are pretty sure we solved the problem that is related to the crime scene from earlier today. Like 80% sure no, we don't have any formal proof.
We have no regrets in killing him, and we hope he was the bad guy.
So yeah, you walk into the village, dragging the two halves of the doppelganger. You can see the very neatly well-organized line of people waiting by the lake.
Oh, Kate did a good job.
Kate's standing there, arms crossed, looking proud of himself.
Can they be tallest or shortest? So
yeah, they're in a very nice order. He like looks over, sees you guys. He's like, "Hey!" Sees the halves of the doppelganger. Is like, "Oh God!" And just like immediately starts retching again.
There he is. Good job,
I will
buddy.
say, as you're looking, or actually as you guys walk up, he's like, "Hey, I couldn't find the mayor. I think they got him or something."
Oh, snap.
Of course.
Bastard.
Let's figure out if anyone else wants to declare their fucking doppelganger.
How many of them are there? Are there only 18?
There would be 18 now, because they in fact did not drag out Purnell's dead body.
Nice.
All right, so only the mayor is missing.
Yeah.
Who's going to give us a reward if the mayor's dead, you guys?
Oh, maybe he's tied up in his house, or he was the doppelganger all along.
Yeah, it sounds like he was the doppelganger.
Try to get into the house and see if we could find him. The place was empty. There was some money in there.
Where's
if you
Steve?
wanted.
Is Steve there? Or is Steve
Yeah,
not
Steve's,
there?
yeah, Steve's right here. Was
Steve's
there,
fine. All right.
Were we worried about Steve?
The doppelganger was Steve for a minute.
We don't
Steve, you were a doppelganger?
The
doppelganger.
All right, townspeople, we believe that your mayor was evil, and we don't know why, but he murdered someone, and he has a liver fetish, and you are welcome for killing him.
You're like pretty sure about these things. The evidence is very sporadic, and you have no context why we're dragging this doppelganger body through your village, but we're pretty sure it's connected.
Maybe a liver succubus and a doppelganger.
Could all keep an eye on your livers going forward.
So
Back
we're
to
safe
go to
now?
Mayor's house.
Well,
I don't know. He said he had a mom, so like, look out for that.
yeah, you might want to watch out for this hag that we think we might.
This what?
I don't know. There might be a hag involved.
Or it's just his mom disguised as a hag. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
We're just pretty sure.
I mean, we still don't know where this liver came from or why this other liver's tiny, but
Steve,
Or what your tattoos mean. So
some mysteries don't get solved. But we will accept our reward now.
Just, you know what? Make me just, we'll say an advantage because you are also wielding a dead doppelganger. Make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
Oh my god.
Oh dear. I got a 6.
That was the better of the two rolls?
Oh wait, I only did 1.
I have
Got it, okay.
11 and
Yeah, it was the
Yep.
better of the two.
All right.
Jesus
We'll
Christ.
say you two were the one that were talking, so we'll go with your like an average. They kind of look amongst themselves and they're just like, okay, we'll keep an eye out for the hag, I guess. Guys, are you okay with that? And the guards are like, maybe we should take this town, move it somewhere else. I think that's a good idea. But the mayor did have some gold in his house. So you can have that since the mayor wasn't the mayor. And I guess the dagger would have been his too, so I guess that's yours too.
this thing was the mayor. We're not sure. We're half sure.
Oh, I mean, we couldn't find the mayor.
I think we're
We found this guy.
97% sure.
All right, let's drag the body to the mayor's house and walk on in.
do it. Get that gold.
Let's go get that gold from the mayor.
Yeah, you go to the mayor's house. The door is open. You walk in, dragging a doppelganger behind you.
Drop it off at the entrance.
Yeah, you just leave it. Leave it there. The place is empty. There is no sign of any mayor. You do find a few more droplets of blood inside. Not like big pools or anything, but there are some noticeable spots where there's some blood splatter. But yeah, there is a chest that has a decent sum of gold. It's got about probably 250 gold in it. And there are a few other odds and ends that you can kind of take, like assorted pottery, or not pottery, but like there's some silvered items, a few pieces of jewelry. All in all, it probably comes out to about maybe 300 gold total. Yeah.
Who writes that down?
Laura does.
I can. I assorted gold and silver.
300 gold.
I would say I'd say
Everyone-
250 gold plus like 50 gold assorted jewelry.
All right, everyone search the place. Everyone roll a search check.
Yeah, everyone can do an investigation check to see if there's anything else in the house.
13.
Sorry, what are we,
Okay.
which one are we doing?
5.
Investigation.
I got a
Investigation.
13 too.
Okay.
5.
Ooh, I got a 17.
Oh.
Ooh.
So everyone who rolled a 10 or 10 to 15, at first glance, you do find some more stuff. There is some more gold kind of hidden away in a few places. So you can now add an additional 50 gold on top of the 250 as well now. Additionally, you with the 17, you find a hidden compartment actually under his bed, which contains several letters that have been left in their envelopes. They're opened, like unsealed, but they have been kept there. Perusing them, you can find some correspondence between him and his mother, as it says in it, which repeatedly references like deliveries and harvests, and just in general seems to make allusions to what almost seems like farming.
Good luck, team. We did figure it out.
There's only 20 people here. How's he fucking farming their livers?
Maybe they all have only tiny, like maybe he somehow removes part of their livers.
I'm going to take a guess only just because someone tried to get me in a scam on this back in the day. I think it's organ harvesting ring. And they take the organ out and they use a magic spell and they regrow the organ.
You know, I legit thought, Nick, that you were trying to tell me someone tried to harvest your organs. Regrowing them. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's just like an average day in Columbus, isn't it?
Someone tried to get me on this once, and I'm like,
A shady ass druid society part.
Is that not supposed to happen on Coda?
I do have a shady organ story, but I'll tell it after we're done. Just remind me.
My character has been in the criminal underground for a bit, so that's where that came from.
So really everyone in town could have like a half liver and they just don't know.
Well, I think something went wrong. That's what I'm starting to put together is if something went wrong, maybe that's why they murdered him, or maybe they murdered him while in the process of it regrowing.
maybe Purell figured it out.
Purell. It wasn't clean enough for him.
It just wasn't clean enough.
Do the letters detail where the next pickup should be, or where the hell the mother is, or
The most recent letter, from what you can tell, they're not dated, but they do have like some noticeable aging on them at times. But the most recent one discusses bringing several livers to mother, or at least what you can assume are probably the livers. It doesn't specifically say like livers. It just says like.
Do the letters have any sort of like, do we know the address? Like, are there return addresses on these envelopes that we would know where mother is?
at least postmarked?
Or yeah. Is there any sort of indication?
So in some of the earlier letters, there's not like a postmark, but it does outline a drop point, which
It's the lake.
the lake does get mentioned because it's like a set of very cryptic directions. I'd say everyone can make a quick insight check to see if you can kind of gauge how that lines up.
Ooh, I got 19.
Okay.
Oh, I got 20.
Whoa! We're all so smart this time.
What about
Got
Nick?
8.
Except for Ludo.
All right. So everyone except Ludo, who's still going on about the time that people tried to get him into organ harvesting. Looking at the directions, you can kind of pinpoint that the drop point is further around the lake, kind of like to the north and then around the edge of the lake, in the general direction that the doppelganger seemed to be running. And that it appears to be in a kind of tucked away, like tidal cave within the lake that's only accessible when the tide is a little lower.
When will that be?
I would say with the rolls that you made, it would probably be later in the afternoon that this sort of drop point would be accessible.
We have 1.5 livers, so we could go drop them off and wait and see if someone picks them up.
Yeah. Do we want to fight another doppelganger? Maybe she has treasures.
Yeah, kick the shit out of me. I want some fucking revenge.
Yeah, do you need healing? You want healing?
Actually, I have. Well, wait a minute. It's a second level cure wounds. Will that take up my spell or something like that, or
That would use your spell slot, unless it's from like an item.
no? It's a spell slot, I think. So
Yeah, so it would be using your spell slot. I would say, given the amount of time still, because there's probably still at least a few hours before the tide would be low enough to be able to access this drop point, you would be able to at least take a short rest and expend your hit dice to restore some of your health.
Okay.
Which you should have as a druid. I believe you would have 3d8 hit dice.
3d8.
You'd roll however many.
I got 15, so I'm definitely healed.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
All right. So yeah. So if anyone else needs to do that, or if anyone has features that are restored by a short rest, you now have that back.
By the way, thank you, Tenacity. I just didn't want you to like waste that if you could use it later. For
Oh, suck it. I'm never going to offer it to you.
A true man of God.
Oh, we
I've
have
offered it
beef.
to you once. You turned me down. I never give it to you again.
We have beef now. Okay.
Do we get,
They
do we
only
get
have
spells?
fish.
Do we get
Um,
spells back after a short rest or no?
Depends on the class. I do not think paladins do, but I will double check.
No big deal.
Which is horrible because I technically play as a paladin in the game I'm a player in. So I should know this. You regain them at a long rest. Yes.
Let's go fuck shit up. But, nobly, because I'm a paladin.
Fornicate some fecal matter up. That's what paladins do.
Oh my god, my brain was
Oh, what were you saying?
nothing. I just heard you say fornicate stuff, and I was like, what?
It took a turn.
It's the celebratory post-doppelganger murder orgy.
I'll take the snake.
It's
He's the most talented of everyone.
I'm the most attractive.
Yeah, but you're religious, so
That's true. I'm really religious.
I think it'd be real boring.
Technically, I am the owner of the snake, and we used to maybe kind of be a thing. So
Yeah, maybe.
it's a win for
My
me.
character has never had.
Oh, he's virtuous in that regard.
I mean,
That's why he's so good looking. He spends so much time at the gym because he's
True.
really repressed.
True.
Yeah.
Pent
a
up.
lot of stress to work off.
Yeah.
Is he the guy that goes, oh, every time he shows up?
That's why I want to fuck shit up so bad. I got so much fucking pent-up energy.
So yeah, you do take a quick rest at the village. The villagers aren't really sure what to do. They're kind of trying to like go back to their normal day. And like a few people come to like burn the body of the doppelganger, and you also notice them start to make some preparations for Purnell's funeral as well. As they're doing that, you are able to kind of step away from the village and make your way to the north and then kind of around the lake. And it's actually a fairly long walk. It's a solid maybe hour and a half to the north.
What do we
as
talk
you-
about?
Do we bring Cade with us
That is up to you.
for funsies?
I
I mean,
say we
sure,
bring
no.
Cade.
For bait?
For bait. There's only 18 people in this village.
17 now.
Yeah.
You're right.
Rough. I think if Cade wants to come with us, he should come with us.
That's true. That's a thing.
And if I don't
Want.
want to come fight the hag,
Oh,
Will you be fighting though?
if it attacks me,
do you have any weapons or special skills, Cade?
Besides
I
vomiting.
can fish.
Huh.
So I
Alright.
have like a knife for that.
Maybe
I guess we're walking there. So
You
Yeah,
could technically take a boat to the drop point. It'd probably cut a little bit of time. I'd say, given the group size and the fact that one of you is a metal person, you'd probably need to take a couple boats.
Well, I guess
Um,
Cade can stay if he wants to.
He's like, thank you. I really didn't want to fight a witch thing with an oar.
All right.
Whatever. We're about to literally demolish this thing.
So
Let me know
before,
how it goes.
before we leave, I just say, hey, buddy, here's my job for you. Puke in this basket. If anything happens, just this is your job. Puke
It's
in
in
the
the
basket.
basket of gold, right? So it's a regular basket. Right?
Yeah, it's just a regular basket.
Just like a nice wicker basket.
Yeah, just
How much is the basket worth?
Solid like 2 copper pieces. Not Pier 1 level shit.
Oh, that's sad.
But anyway, yeah, you're able to, after discussing with Cade the possibility of him coming with you and him definitely not being keen on that, and of course, Ludo, you giving your instructions for him to vomit if need be into his basket, my apologies. You make your way up and around the lake. By the time you get there, the water has started to die down. So you can see, based off the descriptions and whatnot in the letters, you are able to find this, what looks like a small cove that still has some water in it. Like you'll probably be kind of up to your ankles in water a little bit, but it is accessible.
Let's go in
Okay.
All right.
cautiously.
Yeah, everyone make a stealth check if you're going to try to go in kind of carefully.
Cautiously.
Yes.
Why do I have a D next to my disadvantage? Okay.
I got a 3.
Oh yeah, because your armor.
7.
I am not good at stealth. So I got a 9 and I got a
Oh wait, +1. 8.
Ooh.
I got an 8 too.
I
Oh, okay.
got a 7, and then I haven't pulled what's his name back yet, Rocket. So he got an 18.
Okay. So you all start to kind of like climb down into this cove and then start walking through, being careful not to make too much splashing noises. Unfortunately,
Oh no, never. A
you
good way
guys
to start
aren't
a
that
sentence.
good at doing that carefully, with a lot of just splashing of metal and armor, and you can almost hear the dagger slapping against the livers in the bag as you progress through this cove. It actually goes pretty far in, surprisingly. If everyone could make a quick perception check, that would be probably horrible.
I got 9.
So this whole time I haven't been using my shield, but now I remember. So I get an advantage on perception. So,
Okay.
oh, I got a 20. Okay, good. So that's
Nice.
I got a 22.
Rocket got 18, and
11.
Jesus, I suck. I have 6.
Okay, so everyone who has over a 15, as you're like going into this cove, you can see a very clear kind of, it's like almost like carved stone in the side of this cove that clearly looks like a bowl, almost like a dish to place what you can assume are the livers in. However, I forget, did anyone roll over a 20 or a 20 or higher?
Yeah.
Okay. You can also see that by that dish, there's this faintest outline in the stone that almost looks like a door.
I relay the information.
Put the liver in the dish.
Yeah.
The
Like
liver.
a wall. There's like, it looks like a secret door in the wall, basically, and there's a dish next to it.
Should we
Yeah.
try to open the door first? Or open the secret wall?
Yeah.
All right, let's try to open it.
It ain't a secret wall for nothing.
Right.
All right.
Right, Ethan? Or am I right?
Right.
All right.
For friend.
Melon.
Awesome.
And it opens now. So whoever is doing it, trying to open it, you start to like push into the stone, and it does start to give, actually, kind of pushing into the wall. Eventually, as it does, you can kind of see openings on the sides as you push this block forward that kind of opens into what looks like a room, just a small kind of candlelit room.
I search for traps or anything for. We all want to search for traps. Something.
That is up to you guys.
It's just a suspicious room.
Yes.
And inside is Tommy Wiseau just waiting.
Hi, Mark.
What do we do? Investigation, or what do you want to do? Perception? I don't know.
Investigation would be the roll for checking for traps.
I got a 20. Damn. I'm on a roll.
I got 6. Womp womp.
Okay.
2. Oops, it disappeared, but it was a 2 plus 1, so 3.
Rocket got a 13 and I got a 6.
So everyone else, you're like clumsily trying to like find traps. You're just basically rubbing walls in an attempt to like feel a switch or something. Fortunately, thank God for tenacity. Literally. you as soon as they start doing that, you notice that at the 2 places where you can like step around the wall, the door you just pushed in, there are like these switches on the floor. And you can see how they connect to there's these like arcane sigils that connect up and around to these tanglings of vines that are hanging from the roof or the ceiling of the room. So you're able to lead the group as well in circumventing those and just stepping into the room safely.
Interesting.
You guys can thank me later. It's fine. No big deal.
And
Oh yeah, right. Thanks.
the snake Rocket just nods at you. So as you enter the room, it appears empty. There's a chair by a fireplace. There's a table. You can see sort of what is almost like a small, like in the fire, there's like a pot for cooking. But you don't seem to see anyone there at the moment.
But are there lit candles here?
There are.
Interesting.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Be suspicious.
Damn, I'm just on a roll, man. It's 21. That's actually 22.
I got 11.
Damn.
17.
Okay.
Oh, and then Rocket got... Oh, shit. Rocket got 22.
Guys, the best.
that noodle is just on it. So everyone who got over a 15, as you're looking around the room, you can see in the kind of dirt floor, there are these footsteps, like these footprints that look very fresh, and they're leading from the chair that's by the fire. And they just stop right by the door you had pushed in. Like right where the door stopped, there are just 2 footprints just standing there.
There's just 2 Are they invisible?
Oh, are they?
Vines?
All right. I'm just going to nudge that area with my shield.
Yeah, you push your shield forward. Air.
Cool. Terrified. Thanks.
We know they're doppelgangers, so it's like they could be hiding in everyone just slash everything.
Just start waving weapons around, flailing.
Is she on the ceiling?
I tell everyone what's going on, but it doesn't look like anything's there. Push the wall, push the air, whatever.
The ceiling? Up, up, up.
Up, down, push the down, push the up.
Can everyone make a quick perception check?
Oh,
This is a quick perception.
Just a quick one. Just really fast. Come on.
Do I get my advantage on it from my shield?
Yes, you would.
I got a 20. Oh, I got an 18. Oh, shit, man.
Rocket got a 17. I got 22.
I got 20.
Oh.
All right. So everyone would see this happen, but it is unavoidable.
Jesus.
Because that is how the spell works.
Feels like something's going on.
As you're like kind of brushing your shield around and relaying this to the group, out of the corner of your eye, and then everyone else seeing it as you're relaying it to them, these multiple orbs start to just float in the air and then lunge at...
Opposing Roles is presented by D4K Studios and is produced in conjunction with Nick Argenbright and co-produced by Ashley Carlson and Catherine Ranella. Our game system for this episode is Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition by Wizards of the Coast. Our cast is William Scarborough as the Dungeon Master, with Laura Spires as Magma Scortus, Isaiah Shulwitz as Tenacity, Jessica Gibson as Vin Diesel, and Nick Argenbright as Ludo. Our second season has also been made possible by our Kickstarter backers, such as Woos, Yannick, Doug Poeta, Christopher LeBlanc, Andrew, Kenny, Jerome Wetzel, Casey May, Anonymous, Tavia Ordway, Anthony Portillo, Jen and Brian Petrie, guest 16555425418, Laura Spires, Kimberly Barr, Kyle Jepson, Becky Horseman, Kevin Heyman, Jaleesa James, Ariel Wiles, Max Messick, Kyle Keckley, Vivian Lermond, Night Gig Studios, Dave Olson, Shannon Marie Watts, Ian Gardreau, Nikhil Nakija. Music for the show provided by Derek Shire and Pink Zebra featuring Benji Jackson. Please support our musicians by checking out the show notes for their respective links. We are, of course, on Twitter and Instagram under the username GoodBadGeeky. Follow that for updates on all the different projects I'm involved in, including Opposing Roles. Dungeons & Dragons and all related titles, logos, and characters are trademark property of Wizards of the Coast, and Opposing Roles does not imply any endorsement, affiliation, or sponsorship by the copyright and trademark holders unless otherwise noted. Opposing Roles is a production of D4K Studios.